Greetings, beloved hearts, beautiful souls. Grateful for my guides and your guides for bringing us into alignment at this point in time. Dear ones, we're taking some time off of Facebook and doing live streams, but we're going to do a pre-recorded video here as we are now and sharing. We want to share some insights and some beautiful perspectives about the elements. When we fully understand the elements, we can understand our minds, we can understand our identity, and see how these work together. So when we would love for you to look at the element of air and how that it can associate that with ourselves and our thoughts or our environment. So we want you to feel this vibration behind the words even. Feel it very deeply when we say to you to open heart, open mind, and to receive this. Do not feel the air, but be the air. You see, by saying that, you can have a vision. Let me give you an example. You're in a factory, you're at work, it's chaos is going on, you're experiencing all this contrast. The mind will perceive things, it has fears and conditioned beliefs and experiences that are all filed into the mind. It can cause us to be irritable and discontent. The machinery breaks down. Somebody is not heart-centered and or aggressive at work, or you have a bunch of more responsibility laid upon you. And in that moment, you suffer. In that moment, the thoughts and the conditions in our mind, the fears or our past experiences of being overwhelmed when we have a lot of work, or when we deal with people that aren't heart-centered, or when equipment breaks down, and we start having these fears arise within our thoughts. And they quickly take over our energy, and they make us irritable and discontent. The whole time, we forget to just simply take a moment and breathe, have a nice big belly breath, slow down. Observe the thought. Observe where the fear is coming from. Dear ones, when we look at the beautiful element of air, when we think of wind, we think of hot and cold and physical polarities and such. The wind and the air on this earth would simply be, just as anything is. The element of air is in you. If it's in its natural state, it's just being. But see, this is how air works. It is because of the sun and the heat and the solar energy that comes through. It is because of the earth and the topography and how that plays into hot and cold. It is because of the water element that also affects air spirit. So these elements are deeply working together. And there's the same way our thoughts work in opposition to these elements. So when we bring it all together, your grounding, your earth energy, your water, your flowing, your energy, not forcing, the fire, transmuting of energy, the heat, the solar energy, transmuting, reprogramming the faulty programs, that wind spirit, the breath, slowing down, intuition. Our thoughts can run away from us. You see, the wind spirit itself, our minds, it's all part of us. It is us. But we feel this separation and this disconnection. We're not understanding why the wind is picking up. The wind picks up because of these other energies. The wind picks up because of the solar energy and the water spirit and the earth and topography. Other than that, that element in its natural state will just simply be by itself, just as you can be. By slowing down, by knowing you're safe, by knowing that energy is always moving, that this is just perceptions and contrasts, that the mind or the programs are running the show. They're being fueled like the wind by the solar rays, by the identity and the labels. They're getting fueled by the water spirit and the earth spirit and the topography. All these fears and programs that run within us. You see the wind when it is running at a very high rate of speed. When there's a huge blowdown and the wind kicks up and it's the wind doesn't see itself as moving fast or slow. The wind is in a natural state of beingness, but it is being affected by these other energies such as earth, fire, and water. Anything in its natural state, any element in its natural state is just simply beingness. It is purity. It only moves and responds based on the other situations. Same thing with water spirit, dear ones. Right? If it wasn't for the earth, if it wasn't for the wind, if it wasn't for the sun or melting snow and all this, it would just be. It would simply be. But it is also water. It is in a constant state of a transformation of energy. It evaporates, it collects, it rains, and so on and so forth. So you yourself are in this beautiful moment. You too are transmuting. But what is the transmutation that you're experiencing? Let go of the mind. Let go of the perceptions or the fears. Understand that these are working together. Slow down. Take a breath. Relax. By breathing, you're grounding. You're slowing down the system. You're slowing down the rate of the heartbeat and all that. And you just relax with whatever you're facing right now. Don't simply feel the wind. Be the wind. And by being the wind, you understand the elements and how the wind affects you. Your thoughts, your perceptions, your fears, the labels. The mind can cause separation. The mind and the programs and the fear, past experiences, future concerns. It is exactly the way as it is right now. It's the way it should be, what you're experiencing. But how you experience it is up to you. So slow down. Understand how when we say, don't just simply feel the wind, but be the wind. And you expand your perception and you understand that you, as the wind, are affected by other things, such as the earth, or the solar energy, or the water spirit. And those are the thoughts, or the labels, or the perceptions that we have that arise fear in us. Slow down. It's beautiful. You're capable. You're wonderful. You are of the earth, your cells, earth energy, the water in you, the fire, the electrical current within your heart, the ability to transmute unhealthy thoughts, unwise view, dense energy, fiery energy, all of this working with you. Don't simply feel the wind, be the wind. And in being that, you feel the deeper connection and how these energies or perceptions affect all things. Wind can easily blow away wreckage, suffering, fear, but it is also being blown away by the beautiful elements of the solar energy and the water and the earth and the topography that causes that wind to move, the hot and the cold, and the polarities in physical. Beautiful. May this resonate with you deeply in mind, body, and spirit. May it bring you comfort. May you slow down and breathe in a conscious, healthy, relaxed way and know that everything is okay and that you, too, will get through this and that the winds of change are always occurring. You're deeply connected, just as you are, to this entire existence, and you are okay. Don't simply feel the wind. Be the wind. Understand its understanding of how this is working with other energies. So beautiful. And be reminded of that state of natural energy of just simply being within the elements. I love you and yours. Love everyone you can today and every experience. But especially love yourself. You're beautiful. I love you. Namaste.